Greetings, Cap fans. Welcome to episode 282 of the Captain America Comic Book Fans Podcast. This is Rick Verbanis, and I am your host. I've got a co-host. You know his name. It's Bob Lucius. Oh, Bob. The party told you to reject the evidence of your eyes and ears. It was their final, most essential command.
Sounds familiar. I think I read it in the paper recently. No, I'm just kidding, Rick. George Orwell,
Yeah.
1984.
1984. Yes.
Yeah,
Wow.
that was a great year. Well, not so great, but
Yeah. What was the number one song in 1984?
I have no idea. I don't know what the number one song was in 1984.
If I gave you a choice, would
Okay.
it have been Van Halen,
Anima?
Prince, or Cyndi Lauper?
Cyndi Lauper.
No.
Really?
Mm.
Tell me it wasn't Van Halen.
No, it was not.
Was it Prince?
Yes. What song?
Well, it wasn't Raspberry Beret. It must have been Purple Rain or When Doves
No.
Cry or something.
When Doves Cry.
Yeah. Okay.
Number one
All
song of
right. All
1984.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could have gone with the Aurelian quote, or I could have sung a Prince lyric. I went with the book.
Nice. Well, I'm glad you did, and I'm glad
Yeah.
you didn't do Cyndi Lauper. Although I have to say that's a very big hit now with the youngins.
Which one?
Girls just want to have fun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's all the rage with the teens.
Is it now?
It is. Yeah,
Hmm.
my son listens to it all the time, and he says, "Oh yeah, all my friends listen to this song."
That's cool.
Yeah. So,
Yeah. Well, I, why am I greeting you with a real Orwellian quote, Bob?
well, I would just to say it's because it's in the title of tonight's story, but
It
I'm sure you
is.
have a deeper level meaning to it.
Oh, you mean like, I don't know, look outside your window?
Or that one, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
could be that one as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You might
Yeah.
have greeted me anyway if we had just called to talk.
That's true.
Yeah, you would have
That's
greeted me
true.
with a 1984
I feel like
quote.
there's two types of people out there, Bob.
Yeah.
I feel like there's the people who do believe what they see and hear,
Uh-huh.
and then the other kind are the ones who believe what they've been told.
That rings true. That rings
Hmm.
true. I think I made a post once about, I think it was Schopenhauer, who said that there's two kinds of people and I avoid them both. So,
Which kind am I, Bob?
uh, A,
A. All
you're
right.
definitely A level.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yet you don't avoid me. All right.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
There we are.
Bob. Oh my goodness. What a day.
Yeah. I know
So
we're starting a little bit late tonight because you had a hellacious commute.
I did. So for our listeners out there, I know some of you like to think that Bob and I just do this for a living. And and I know you listen and then you go, wait a minute, I'm pretty sure I heard a Taco Bell commercial at some point during this episode.
Uh-huh.
They must be getting rich off of that.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no, uh, that
I
is
don't even
not the
get
case.
free sauce packets, people.
That's right. Um, yeah. No, we are just two regular schlups that have full-time jobs and work for a living, have families, and do all that, and uh, do this on the side for fun, and this plain old schlup was driving home because we record on Tuesday nights, and I usually am home by 6-ish, something like that. Um, and today I had a call at work that went a little late, and so I didn't leave the office until I want to say 5:30. Okay. Normally that would put me home about 45 minutes later, 6:15. Bob, any guesses on what time I got home tonight?
I don't know, 6:45.
No, it was 7:35.
Okay,
Took me 2 hours and
yeah.
5 minutes to get home tonight, Bob.
All right, that's a lot of NPR.
Uh, well, you know what it was. I did re-listen to the episode, the part 2 of the story that we're covering. Tonight's part 3.
Oh
I
yeah.
had to go and listen to part 2 just because I wasn't sure how some of the voices went.
Oh
Because
my
it's been
gosh.
like a month,
Yeah,
since we
yeah.
recorded, so
And
I
then you
kind of had
realize that, oh my goodness, those same people aren't in this issue.
uh, yeah, I realized that because then I came home and I
Yeah,
scarfed down dinner and I read tonight's issue and I was like, well, son of a gun.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, I hate when that happens.
yeah. But
Yeah,
anyway, here we are.
yeah. Well, good. You made it safely and soundly. That's what matters.
Yeah, indeed. Now we do have some exciting news for our listeners, and especially those who uh, go onto our Facebook group, right? Our nice little community, because um, we do this thing every year, and we started this. Gosh, it was 2001. I want to say was the first bracket that we did of Cap Madness. We tie it in with March Madness, and we kick it off around the same time, although it goes much longer. And that's where we have a bracket of 32 something or others competing down to uh, the number one, and we basically do that on based on votes on a daily basis in our Facebook group, and we're going to be kicking that off. And we mentioned this at the 5-year anniversary show of what the topic was going to be. Do you remember what it was going to be, Bob?
I think it was story arcs.
Exactly.
Yeah,
This is going to be favorite Captain America stories. And the key word here, Bob, is favorite, right? Because it's not the best, right?
yeah. We're not
Uh,
literary critics here.
yeah, we're
Yeah,
not going to come out in here and say this is the best story. No, no, this is the best story. No, because you know what? That just gets into a negative debate, and we don't want to get into that. No, it's this is my favorite,
yeah,
and
yeah,
yeah, right. So we're going to do favorite Captain America story arcs. Now, the key here is, Bob, that they have to be in a Captain America title. So that means any of Captain America's
yeah,
regular ongoing series, any of his miniseries, anything that has Captain America as the main character and preferably in the title, like Captain America Reborn or,
right.
something
Yeah,
like, or even Super Soldier or something like that.
yeah.
Um, those are all eligible.
Okay.
What is not eligible would be Civil War, for example.
Or what if?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if shirt on? My
Yeah.
Captain Americat shirt on tonight. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. It has to be a Captain America regular or mini series.
yeah,
I'm sure we can get at least 32. So what we're going to do is this weekend in the Facebook group, we will post a master post, and
yeah,
then in the comments, I'm going to put a ton of Captain America stories, and then people can add their own, and then people can vote by liking the stories there, and the
yeah.
top 32 ones that get the most votes will make it into the bracket, and then the one, then we'll seed it based on that, right? So the one that gets the most votes is seeded number one, and the one with the
Yeah.
least votes is number 32, and then we will kick off the bracket on Sunday, March 22nd. So this is
All
going to be a
right.
lot of fun.
It is, but I can see. I'm just gonna because I can see where this might be a little challenging in some instances because some arcs are, they're very discreet, right? They're
Yeah,
like the 1950s cap, right?
yeah,
It's very easy to figure out.
4 issues. Yeah.
Right.
Hmm.
For this issue to this issue. Some of them, one issue. Some
Yeah.
of them a little bit longer, right?
Hmm.
And very difficult sometimes to find where that start point end point is.
Yeah.
So, but so how are we going to handle that? How are we going
Well,
to?
think of it like a trade paperback collection.
Okay.
right?
All right.
Like
Yeah.
the Nomad story arc, right? Like
Right.
that would be collected into a trade,
All right. Yeah, yeah.
or
Or like I was thinking specifically of like I think it was 3 or 4 issues, maybe three, that last Wade run, like 65, 695 to 697.
yeah, I
Really,
think that has a title to it. I
Home of
can't
the
remember.
Brave,
Yes, Home of the
right?
Brave. Yeah,
Three
yeah.
very different stories that aren't really connected, other than it's his journey
Hmm.
across the United States trying to
Yeah.
rediscover America, right? So that's not three different stories. It's one arc.
Hmm.
Okay, good. All right.
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
Yeah. So, and listen, it's all going to be based on feedback that we get from our listeners in the Facebook group, and it's up to you. This is your bracket, so you guys come up with whatever your favorite stories are. So it could be anywhere from acts of vengeance to, uh,
Please don't say Cap Wolf. Please don't say
oh,
Cap Wolf.
that was the next one. I had the vision in my head.
Yeah.
Any of those stories.
Yeah.
Do you have
Yeah.
any favorites? Maybe
Well, I do. I mean, I think a lot of them we've covered on the show, right? I mean,
Deathlock Lives.
Deathlock Lives. He Who Holds the Cosmic Cube. That tale.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing Tales of Suspense because that's where
Mm-hmm.
Cap got us. So and we covered that one way back when we first started on this road. I think.
Bloodstone
The
Hunt.
Bloodstone Hunt. The Home of the Brave. I brought that up specifically because that one really resonates with me. Operation Rebirth.
Mm-hmm.
Right, we covered that one as well.
Man Out of Time.
Man Out of Time, Man Without a Country.
Oh yeah,
Right?
that's a
Yeah,
good one. Yeah.
those are important ones. So, so many good ones. I like that story, Ice, from what was that,
Mm-hmm.
volume 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, volume 4, Ice. Or yeah. So a lot of really good ones.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about it though, because that's what I do. I lay around and I think of these deep issues. It's harder in some of those later volumes to really identify a particular arc, right? That is discrete. So, like if you look at like the Coates run, like
Mm-hmm.
some of those arcs are like 11 issues long, for crying out
Mm-hmm.
loud. So much
Oh.
more difficult to pull one of those out convincingly, other than a nice 3 issue wrap it up. But
Mm-hmm.
but there's some good ones out there.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Well, that'll be fun. So look for that on the Facebook group this weekend. And if you're not a member of the Facebook group, I can't stress this enough. Please, please, when you go to, this is a private group. You have to be, approved to be in the group. It's fairly simple. Answer the questions, agree to the group rules, and you're in. It's that simple.
It is
I
that
can't
simple.
tell you on a
Yeah.
daily basis how I've got declined people because they don't answer the questions and they don't agree to the group
Yeah,
rules.
I love when they answer the questions, but then they don't agree to the group rules.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you got that far, right?
Yeah.
Just close
Yeah.
the deal. Always
Right.
be closing.
Yeah. Just say, yes, I
Yes.
agree.
Yeah.
Right.
Not that hard.
I know. Oh, well.
Yeah.
All right, Bob, should we get to today's issue?
Yes, I think that's a great idea.
All right. Well, as I mentioned before, we're covering part 3 of the Jack Kirby Mad Bomb story. Now, we kicked this off. It was Captain America 193 was part 1. So if you haven't listened to that, go to episode 274. And then 278 is part 2. So those are the first 2 parts. And you also can easily find them when you go to our YouTube page. There are different channels that you can go to, and we will have one that is dedicated to Jack Kirby Mad Bombs. You can just go in there and knock them all out. Bob, do you want to take the listeners through the cover?
Yeah, it's a disturbing cover, Rick, because it looks like our heroes might be in trouble. So we see Captain America and Falcon. It looks like maybe they just broke through a wall, though in this case the wall is yellow, but it does look like there's a hole in it, and they're coming through it. And they are shocked to find an assemblage of men waving metal rods in their hands, as if they're coming toward our heroes with intent to do them bodily harm. And oddly enough, in the right hand side, we see what looks to be some gallows with a noose just sort of hanging there. And so I don't know what's going on here, but last we saw our heroes, I think they were putting on their uniforms and escaping from the labor pen and going to put an end to this nonsense.
I don't know if that's a hole in the wall, Bob. To me that looks like shadow behind it because the way the outline is behind Sam and the outline
Yeah.
behind
All
Cap.
right.
See what I mean?
Yeah, I do see what you mean.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense.
And then as far as the Gallo, did you ever play? Did you ever play Hangman?
Oh, of course.
Yeah, that
Yeah. How
was like
creepy.
a
How
that was
creepy
a
is that?
big game. I know, right?
Just think
Uh,
about it.
that was a big game with my mom and I. Like, if we ever like went to
Yeah.
a restaurant and we were waiting for the food to come out, and she would like want to entertain me, she'd
Yeah.
like get out a napkin and she'd pull
Yep.
out a pen out
I
of her
know.
purse,
Right.
and
Yeah.
we'd play Hangman.
Yeah. Yeah. My parents did that too. And when we got tired of that, we played guillotine. No, I'm
Which
just
one's
kidding.
that?
We didn't play
Oh,
guillotine,
okay.
man. I'm just,
Get
it's,
me a knife, waiter.
it's creepy. We do the knives between the fingers, at the table. Yeah. When you think about it, playing hangman seems a bit creepy, but
Yeah,
yeah.
totally. Did you do the regular hangman, which was the head, the torso, two arms, two legs, done? Or did
Mm.
you like create like, oh, now I'm gonna do a foot? No.
No, it's just the appendages, not the feet and hands.
Okay. So it was
Yeah, the
six. It was
limbs.
like six
Yeah,
wrong answer and then
yeah. Then you're
okay.
done. You're done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever make them male, female, like how about
No, I'm not sure I would have gotten away with that. But now that you mention it, I might, I might bring back Hangman
uh,
as
did you
a
ever
family
do
game.
did you ever do
Maybe date night.
like make the gallow even longer and like, all right, I'm gonna start number two. I'm gonna do another like I'm gonna see how many people I can hang
You
here.
know what? I do like your loopholes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's called
man
a
after
noose.
you're man after my man after my own heart, right?
Yeah. All right. So this cover that you had just gone through is by Jack Kirby. And in fact, the whole story is Jack Kirby, right? It's written by Jack Kirby. It's penciled by Jack Kirby. It's edited by Jack Kirby. It's inked by Bruce Berry, colorist Janice Cohen, and letterer. We've got a couple people here. We've got a Gasper Saladino and Bruce Berry, who was inking, also pitched in with lettering. Bob, what does the cover say? What's in the starburst?
It says it can happen here. The savage world of 1984.
All right.
Ooh, it was a savage year, Rick.
Hmm.
Mm-mm. That was my senior year.
Really?
Yeah, well, I mean, I started in the fall of '84, graduated in May '85, June '85, whatever it was. So yeah,
Wait a minute. What year did you graduate high school?
'85.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
I'm an '85er. So
Okay.
yeah, crazy year.
Yeah. All right. So we turn this open. It reads Men Among Monsters. Two great superheroes are enmeshed in the hideous design being woven in secret beneath the western Badlands. In this hidden place, all the evil dreams of power mad traders have become reality. Here, the face of humanity has been erased. Here, the human soul is to suffer and die. For Captain America and the Falcon, it's
1984. Rick, can I just take a moment to celebrate your progress in pronouncing monsters?
stop.
I just want to give credit where credit's due, man. I know you've been working on that. So.
Uh, nothing like a little shame. Yeah. Anything else you want to mock me for? Yeah.
Not at this time.
Okay. All right.
But I reserve the right.
Yeah, yeah, it's right.
I reserve my time.
So yes, we did leave off with Cap and Falcon in the pen with the the workers, who are all former Shield agents that have been operated on and become deformed, and Cap and Falcon are in costume, and they have said at the last end of the last issue that they are ready to rumble. These poor creatures haven't the will to break out of the foul pen, Falcon. They've been robbed of free choice, Cap. Say that we exercise ours, and while we still got it, let's go. Okay, Falcon, let's check out of these dumpy accommodations and see what the rest of this rat's nest holds. Captain America's shield decides their next move. It crashes down upon a restrictive steel and wood cell wall with tremendous impact. The air is filled with flying debris and echoes to sounds of surprise and alarm. And it makes a huge noise, Bob.
Crash!
And it is a double page splash that we are looking at here, and it's pretty darn impressive. Where Cap is using his shield to break through the metal and wood, as it said, and the workers are behind him, and they are coming out. And then Falcon is flying out, and the guards are all there. And for those who maybe don't recall from last time, Bob, what do these guards look like? What are they dressed as?
Yeah, well, I mean, they're wearing the green jumpsuits, Rick, but they have these helmets that are reminiscent of Hessian Fusiliers, which were the mercenaries hired by King George III during the Revolution. So they're sort of like bullet type helmets made out
Mm.
of gleaming metal. In this case, they look to be copper colored or brass colored.
Mm. And what about the pistols they're all holding? I mean, look, they in the past, Kirby has made like all kinds of different weapons, but these all look relatively the same. I count one, two, three, four, five, six different pistols. And how would you describe them?
Yeah, well, if anybody's ever read any of Nick Fury's Agent of Shield books, they look a lot like his pistol. So they're
Mm.
reminiscent of the Shield handgun. But I mean, they've got the barrel and the trigger and the pummel, and I don't know, they look like a Shield handgun.
Okay. And the Falcon comes and knocks one of them back, knocking the gun out of his hand. Here's something you gun toting guardians of the new society won't like. It's called citizens' protest.
I love this. I love how Kirby has drawn Falcon, and he comes zooming out of the labor pen, a labor pool, and he's got his left hand bracing his right wrist so that his fist can be used like a battering ram. It's pretty clever, you know.
Mm-hmm. Alert the security command. It's a breakout. A breakout. Shoot to kill. These escapees are not labor zombies. They're real trouble. This red, white, and blue boy's too slippery. Can't nail him. Call for reinforcements. Hurry! And they're firing Bob.
Ow!
And Cap's hitting them with the shield. Captain America lives up to the legend created by his countless exploits, and soon the mercenaries find themselves outmatched by a master of combat. Sorry, fella, but that won't stop me. My next shot will get your leg. Bad thinking, soldier. It's my hands you've got to watch. I'm going to punch you out. Low-bred dog, you'll soon learn your place in this new society. I order you to cancel that order, bub. And then I guess he goes crashing through a wooden wall.
Crash!
Now, Bob,
Indeed.
when was the last time you ever saw Captain America call anyone bub?
You're right. I don't recall that. I don't know. Maybe he picked that up by association.
I think Jack Kirby picked that up by association because you know what?
Yeah.
4 months earlier,
Yeah.
X Men Giant Size
Uh-huh.
94 comes out, which is not the first appearance of Wolverine,
Yeah.
but it is the first time Wolverine uses the word bub.
You're kidding me. Really?
Uh huh.
Wow.
And here we are 4 months later, and all of a
Here we
sudden, Cap
are.
saying bub? Come on.
Yeah. It's too convenient.
And Cap looks through the hole in the wall that he pushed the guy through. And that's my answer to the arrogant cause you serve. It'll never succeed here. Ask any Nazi who lives in the ruins of his past. At that moment, the voice of the Falcon shouts a warning. Look behind you, Cap. It's worth your skull. Thanks, Falcon. I just can't make these guys see things our way. You've been pounding them on the wrong end. I'll show you how it's really done. And he picks up one of them. Hey! And he takes him and he uses his head and runs him up and slams him into the ceiling head first. Any stars you see right now, soldier, are all American. Put him down, Falcon. We've got to explore this place while we've got a breather. Let's visit that room where they wheel in men and wheel out monsters. Not monsters, Falcon, but creatures deprived of right and reason. When Cap and the Falcon reach their objective, seems like the depriving is still going on. We'll put a stop to it. And what do we see, Bob?
Well, it appears to be some sort of laboratory, Rick, and there's a man, and he seems to be strapped down and wrapped in bandages on some sort of table with a very large device that is pointing at his head with some Kirby crackle around it, and a couple apparently mad scientists with their hands on some levers, and they're wearing those goggles you always see mad scientists use when there's going to be some Kirby crackle or energy bolts shooting around the laboratory.
Who are these fools? You heard me at the door. You're out of business. As of now, we have the authority of the U.S. government. Your America means nothing here. We are changing things, creating a new America. I've heard that line before. What have you done to this man? I want him released. Do you hear? What you ask is impossible. He's no longer fits into your society. He's received a full course of stimulating shocks to his glands. They will activate with wild effect. As you can see, he's beginning to change rapidly. When the change is over, he will have a weak mind and a strong back, which will enable him to labor long and hard for the new society. Why, he will ask for nothing and do everything for the ruling elite. And in turn, he will receive care, food, and lodging. The perfect arrangement. Bob, what did we see in these three panels?
Oh my goodness. We see in those three panels. In the first panel, we see a regular guy. And in the next, his brows starts to furrow more, and his cheeks begin to become more muscular as his jawline becomes squarer and his teeth become bigger. And then in that final one, he's got very, very big bushy eyebrows, and he's grown dark, almost bristly hair, very hide-like.
Mm-hmm. For an animal, you mean? An animal who must carry the burden for an elite of parasites. These are those who have always been born to be served. We used to call them the aristocracy. So you're going to bring it all back? The masters and don't be dramatic, Falcon. There'll be no slaves, merely a classified labor force which will live and fight for the benevolent rulers. Golly, that's what Papa says. Bob, who's that?
Oh my goodness. It looks like Cher. But it's not. It's a young woman with long, dark black hair, and oddly enough, she's wearing white gloves inside, even though it's she's wearing a short sleeve shirt and looks to be maybe some white jeans.
What? They've got chicks here, too, Cap. If I bop these clods now, it'd be embarrassing. Oh, I won't mind if you beat them. I beat inferiors almost every day. You do, eh? But then I'm one of the elite. I'm Cheer Chadwick. My papa's a biggie in the new society. I could beat you two if I like. Is that so? I wouldn't advise it, miss. We'd have to undo all you've been taught. Suddenly, a platoon of soldiers pours into the lab. Bob, how many are there?
Uh, it looks to be a good dozen, Rick.
Hmm. Stand clear of those intruders, Miss Chadwick. They're outsiders, enemies of our state. You can't give me any orders. My papa pays your salaries. You work for us. Do as they say, miss. This could get sticky. Fatal is my word. Please, Miss Chadwick, we've got enough men to clean this up quickly. If you'd only. Oh, shut up, stupid. Can't you see that these men intrigue me? Can't you see that they're fun? The elite decides who gets shot in this place, and we don't take sass from the hired help. And she smacks him in the face, Bob.
Whap!
She's got some sass.
He does.
Like royalty of old, Cheer Chadwick haughtily brushes aside the menacing soldiery and diffuses the situation. Go and guard an exit or something, fellas. It seems we're guests of the lady. Stand aside, dum-dum. This lowborn is coming through. Leave, I said. Leave. True to their allegiance to the new elite, the soldiers withdraw. Cap and the Falcon then follow the girl, for at her side they now have the freedom to inspect the hidden installation. Who would have suspected that all this was going on beneath the western Badlands? A new America growing inside the old. The bill must be enormous. And they get into an elevator. So, there are many levels in this operation. I assume that the elite occupies the top floor. You assume right, Mr. Mask. The elite demands and gets the best view from the mountain. It's a great setup for the elite. Papa says that people like things this way. Everybody is happy in their place. Papa says that this is true order, and Papa knows. All these levels reflect our society, those at the bottom to those at the top. And what is she pointing at, Bob?
Well, they appear to be different levels, floors of the elevators, and it looks like the basement level is where the labor force is held, and level one is the military tactical troops, where level two is the repair and the maintenance force, level three is the white collar force, and we don't see the levels above that.
Papa knows best, huh? It's all so simple, isn't it? It's beautiful, fellas. We're going to level 5. That's where my surprise is. Fine. That's what we came here to see. The surprise. I hope it's the right one. And then Cap thinks to himself. The Big Daddy Mad Bomb, an elite device which is designed for sonic invasion of the mind. If Big Daddy activates the thing, it can render our entire population open to a takeover. If Big Daddy's here, this arrogant child may lead us to it. The elevator stops at level 5, and as the door slides open, it reveals, and they're facing it, Cap and Falcon and Chadwick here, Cheer Chadwick, and she looks so pleased. So this is your surprise. It isn't Big Daddy, blasted, but I must admit that it's a shocker. Well, well, well. The face of the future. Who would have believed it if they saw it? There, that's what things would be like when Papa rules the world. And she has a huge smile on her face. And what are they looking at, Bob?
We don't know, Rick. We can't see it.
I know, it's kind of cruel, right?
Yeah, it is a little bit, just dangling it out there.
Meanwhile, in the barren wastelands, outside the hidden city, squadrons of search planes come to the area for any sign of Cap and the Falcon. Blue leader to blue level. Wrap it up. Wrap it up. It's a negative run. Couldn't spot a thing, blue leader. Yep. Yet they were here. Captain America and the Falcon were in this very area before they broke off communication. Discouraged by the fruitless search, the flight commander reports his findings. That's all we've seen, Base 1. Horned toads and smiling gophers. That's the story. And at Base 1, you heard him, General. It's another bad day over the Badlands. Well, I don't buy it. I tell you, I don't buy it. It makes sense, sir. They must have vanished like our previous agents. They were overpowered, abducted, and carted off with their vehicle to some unknown place. It makes no sense. Where are the tracks? It would take a sizable force to overpower two superheroes. Where are the tracks of such a force? If they left this area, they'd have left tracks. You know, Bob, I think he's kind of focused on something here.
Yeah.
The area has been wiped clean of tracks. They're still here. I tell you, there's an enemy commander and his troops watching us, waiting for us, right here. And we'll find them, sir. We'll use the new Hound Dog. He was just sent to us by Ordnance. It's equipped with a sort of ground sonar. If anything's hidden here, Hound Dog will flush it out. And what's Hound Dog look like,
Oh
Bob?
my gosh, Rick. I don't know. It looks like some attachment you put on your vacuum cleaner.
Hmm?
It's an odd bulbous looking vehicle of some sort that hovers above the ground with an exposed canopy, and presumably it flies just above the ground on these jets that seem to be emanating from its undercarriage. And I guess it scans the ground with its ground penetrating radar.
The Hound Dog is quickly put to work. It rises on air jets and shoots out metal sensors, probing the ground with electronic impulses which send back echo images of what lies beneath the arid desert floor. Get started, pilot, and do a thorough job. Yes, sir. Like every member of his strike force, the pilot is aware of the stakes involved. The rise and fall of nations often hinge on one single mission.
Bzzz.
That's the damnedest, ugliest contraption I've ever seen. But if it can find the hidden enemy, I'm gonna gold plate the thing. Short of digging up these badlands, it's our last hope, General. Our best technicians have worked their tails off to come up with Hound Dog. They say it's 10 times more sensitive than radar. If the enemy has a defense against probes, it may not be enough to fool Hound Dog. And that's when they'll have to reckon with General Argyle Fist.
Wow, that is a name.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
At that moment, somewhere below the surface of the Badlands, we get to see not quite what they were looking at, but we do get to see a little further in front of them, and there are dozens of people, and they are all yelling and chanting. And I don't know, Bob, what do you think they're saying?
Yeah, well, it looks, first of all, they look normal, right? So, not to be confused with the folks down on the ground floor, the labor pool, these look like regular Kirby people,
Hmm.
number one. But they're saying things like, freedom is a lie, a lie. Little people can't run a big world. Oh my
Uh,
gosh. The elite can run the world. They can take care of us. They can help us. Guide us. Tell us what you want us to do. Tell us.
they, they're all white.
They're all white and very passionate. They're very
Hmm.
passionate. They're holding their hands over their hearts and shaking their fists.
Hmm. And then we finally see what what they were all looking at, and it's a gigantic screen. And what's on the screen, Bob?
Well, it's a disembodied head floating there, speaking to them in front of a flag that looks to have a red and white stripes, certainly not 13 of them. But instead of where the stars, white stars on a blue field would be, we see a gallows with a hangman's noose.
Hmm. It's the same old phony package. The double talk slogans, the corrupted flag, the iron-jawed, loudmouth leader. Who is the new Hitler? I've never seen him before. Oh, he isn't real. He's just a composite face put together by a computer. If this leader doesn't exist, then the elite runs the whole show. They offer these followers an image while they wield the power. And the head yells, "We must be aware of the freedom freaks. The freedom freaks can destroy the love between us. But our love is strong. Our love can destroy the freedom freaks." The mob just eats this up. They can't wait to see the love machine. What in blazes is that? At that moment, an opening appears beneath the screen and the love machine rises into view. What is a love machine, Bob?
I gotta, first of all, I gotta say, I was not expecting this when they said the love machine was coming.
I know, right?
Because this is, in fact, that said gallows with the
Mm,
hangman's noose. And in the noose, we see what appears to be maybe a mannequin. I don't know. It looks like it's a mannequin with a
yep.
sign around its neck that says Freedom Freak.
It's the love machine. It gives us order. It gives us security. It gives us harmony. I show you my love. Now, show me your gratitude. And they all start rushing the gallows. Kill the freedom freak. Freedom freaks are a menace. Freedom freaks rock the boat. Kill, kill. Metal bars appear in the hands of the assemblage, and anger flares into violence. The hanging effigy is attacked with savage vehemence.
Oh,
In,
hold on a second. I
yeah.
got to ask you, am I the only one that's got the earworm right now?
Oh, the
That
song.
1975 disco hit by the Miracles, Love Machine?
Mm, mm.
Is it running through your head?
It's just a love machine.
Listeners,
Yeah.
is it running through your head? Yeah, I know it
Mm,
is.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Emotions suppress all reason. The effigy becomes a living enemy and is torn to shreds in a matter of minutes. The mob is happy with its work. The rioters shout to the image on the screen. It is as real to them as the effigy that sacrificed to the new society. Your enemy is our enemy. When your enemy dies, our enemy dies. And the head speaks. This is wonderful. This is glorious. In the name of the elite, I declare this a day of joy. No one shall labor on this day. All personnel are invited to the arena. The teams are ready to entertain you. Bless you, Chief. Bless the elite. Our love is strong. Meanwhile, watching the display, and Chadwick here, she is leaning over with her arms crossed, sitting with her elbows on the rail, smiling. We've seen enough of this. We're not impressed. Oh, really? What would impress you? Tell her, Cap. We want to know if the king sized mad bomb is stored here. It could send out waves of madness that could wreck the United States. So, if it's activated, millions of people may become mentally disabled. Why should that concern me? Papa says the elite must think of its own welfare. All others are just rabble. We can't believe that you're as selfish as and ruthless as your papa. After all, you did come to our aid, didn't you? Suddenly, we turn the page, and it's a two-thirds page splash. Suddenly, a large and ponderous shadow falls upon the trio. Cap and the Falcon are given no time to avoid what follows. And what are we looking at here, Bob?
Oh my goodness. Well, it is somebody wearing one of those green jumpsuits that everybody seems to be wearing around here. But in this case, it's a very large person. And he's also got what appears to
He?
be, or he or she, I'm just assuming, I was going to say I don't see any breasts, but now I do. But in any case, that could just be me. But in any case, they have very large armored gauntlets on their hands and armored boots and armored all the way up to their kneecaps, and then an armored helmet that looks very similar to is it Bushido? stick fighting,
I don't watch those kind of movies, Bob.
looks like a Bushido helmet, but in this
Mm.
case, in a golden medal.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it looks like a Kirby. Uh, what do they call those? Granny goodness warriors
Yes.
from the from the
Yeah.
apocalypse, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right. Yeah.
yeah, New
Yeah.
Genesis or whatever.
Right. Big Bertha. Yeah.
Mm.
Mm.
So these are the new rookies, and the two of them, Falcon and Cap, get knocked down. Don't damage them; you'll ruin their value. Get up, rookie. Let's see what you're made of. Great day. Another monster. And this one is an aggressive female. Where women are concerned, I'd rather talk things out. Will you listen? He's on his feet and full of fight. This one has spunk. Before Cap can move, however, his giant adversary thrusts forward a gloved hand, exposing a series of mirrors in its palm. Surprise is the name of this game, dude. I got no time for talking. 1,000 flashbulbs seem to go off before Cap's eyes. His vision is instantly impaired. Ugh, I can't see. And an instant later, Cap is struck hard by a 50-pound metal glove. He goes down before this terrible force. Another challenger, eh? I'm as tricky as you are, sister. Then the Falcon swoops quickly to immobilize the powerful opponent. And she takes a swing at him. You won't tag me that easily. But her punch breaks Pillar.
Oh.
The Falcon circles the huge woman, trying to upset her timing. Then, why don't you go back to your locker room and find a friendlier way of dealing with men? You afraid of competitive sports? You're not a competitor. You're some kind of barbaric cat. You should be caged. Are you up to doing the job? Unable to face her taunts, the Falcon swiftly closes in. Since you asked for it, I could do the job. And he goes to grab at her, then do it. Cool eyes watch the Falcon swiftly close in. Two beefy arms snap to the female's helmet and bring it down upon the Falcon's head. You amateur, I told you dum-dum's the name of the game. The team can't use these two, Miss Chadwick. They wouldn't understand a sport in which fair play is outlawed. Hm. They're not killers, Miss Chadwick. They'll never make the team, much less survive the arena. You've brought me the wrong men. No, I've seen them fight the soldiers. These men are good. But you don't understand, Miss Chadwick. They wouldn't last a second. To send them in to action would be a waste of time and people. We've got time and people to waste. That too is the name of the game. Isn't it, Tinkerbell? I never disobey the elite. These charmers will be ready for the game at starting time. That would be just fine. I'm certain they'll put on a good show. And she bends over and picks up the two unconscious heroes. Yeah, for about a second, or maybe two. That's all the time they'll have before they're zapped. Take them away. I've got to call my papa. And she goes to a very Kirby-esque wall and puts on a little headset and buzzes her papa. When Cheer Chadwick contacts her father, yes, Papa, I heard them clearly. These two masked men asked about the mad bomb. It doesn't matter. These agents will soon be dead. However, the great mad bomb has been installed in its designated place, waiting for the country's bicentennial hour of celebration. And when that hour comes, the mad bomb will be activated. Freedom in America will vanish forever. Our elite will take its rightful place as the ruling power in the nation for all time. And we see the back of his head as he's sitting in the chair. How grim can things get for world peace and harmony? Don't miss the next issue. It's your ticket to the Kill Derby.
Holy, you know that guy's a bad guy. You can't see him other than top of his head, and of course his
Hmm.
cigarette holder.
Yeah, very James Bond villain-esque.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. All right, Bob, what'd you think of part 3?
I got to give Kirby credit, man. He's got some imagination.
Doesn't he?
He really does. I'm like, he
Yeah.
pulls some stuff out that, like, you like, wow, did not see that coming.
Yeah. There's a lot that goes on in each and every one of these
Yeah.
issues. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
from this battle to this introduction to this side story to this new device, this new peril,
Yeah.
uh, you know, a lot happens.
Right. Yeah. No, absolutely sure. He layers it on there, right? I
Hmm.
mean, he certainly makes his money's worth. So yeah.
All right, Bob. I believe I go first.
Okay.
So favorite panel, um, you'll never guess. You'll never guess. Page 23, last panel. And it is when Cheer Chadwick is looking back over her right shoulder to Steve and Sam. And she says, "Why should that concern me?" And I just love this angle, like it's a very interesting choice for Jack Kirby to draw her like this, where she's just, she was leaning forward and now she's got her hand kind of on her shoulder and she's just turning and she has a very callous, cavalier type of look on her face. And
Mm-hmm.
it's just an interesting choice by Kirby for this angle. And so that's my favorite panel.
Yeah, and I like it too. Like he's got her doing all kinds of like weird hand gestures
Mm-hmm.
throughout this. It's almost manic in a way, right? She's
Mm-hmm.
waving her hands and touching herself and posing like she's voguing or
Easy
something,
now.
right? And in this one, like she's got her left hand resting on her right shoulder as she's
Yeah.
turning back, right? It's very like she's voguing or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very nice panel. I
Mm-hmm.
see why you liked it.
And about you, what's your favorite
Yeah,
panel?
well, I'm working out of the omnibus here, so no ads. So, but it is looks to be page like 4, and it's that top long panel where Cap is barreling through a bunch of guards,
Okay.
and they say this red, white, and blue boy's too slippery, can't nail him. And then you see on the far right of this panel, you see the guard turn back toward the reader and he says, call for reinforcements, hurry. Now,
Mm-hmm.
this is quintessentially Kirby. Like, how
Mm-hmm.
many panels has he ever drawn that have somebody in the midst of a fight turn back and look at the reader to call, like, say something,
Mm-hmm.
right? As if they're speaking to the reader. Like, he does
Mm.
this all the time. And if you noticed it, it's like it's like playing slug bug. Once you see it and you start looking for it, you can't help but not notice it. This is his go-to,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a delight every time, right? Because you feel like he's talking to you as the reader.
What is a slug bug?
You know when you see a Volkswagen Beetle and you play slug bug and you
Oh, I didn't know. We called it punch buggy.
punch buggy. Oh, all right, okay,
Yeah.
yeah, that's a
Yeah.
regional difference. All right, I
Uh-huh.
like it. Nice
Punch buggy.
punch
Punch
buggy.
buggy blue.
Yeah, we got slug bug.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
nice. All right.
what's going on your t-shirt?
Ooh, same page, same
No,
page.
don't do it. No, you can't do it. No.
Yeah, it's not that. It's one, two, three, four pages from the end, Rick.
Oh, okay. All right. Phew.
Yeah, and it is so it's after the Big Bertha,
Her
Tinkerbell,
name is
Tinkerbell,
Tinkerbell.
Tinkerbell,
Big Bertha.
Whumps, Whams, and Bams, a Falcon and Cap, but it's that bottom right panel where Cap is in his fighting
I was
stance.
almost gonna pick that one. I do like this one. I do like this
And he
one.
says, where women are concerned, I'd rather talk things out. Will you listen? That's what I want on my shirt.
Yeah, and then get rid of the other
Get rid of the other one,
bubble.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we don't need that.
that's
Yeah.
a
No,
preference.
that
Yeah.
that that was my backup.
Yeah. Oh,
That
good
was
one.
mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my. Yeah, mine is going back to that page where you were just on, and it's Cap looking through the hole in the wall, and he says, "And that's my answer to the arrogant cause you serve. It'll never succeed here. Ask any Nazi who lives in the ruins of his past." I want that on a T-shirt now.
Well, I'm glad I didn't pick that one, Rick.
Is that not a good one?
That is the good one. Yeah,
Right?
that's a great one. Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome.
Hmm.
And he looks like he means business.
He does. He does.
Yeah.
All right.
Ooh, time capsule, Rick. What do you got in your time capsule?
Well, it's the first appearance of Tinkerbell. I mean, how can you not? How can you not? Actually, there's a lot of first appearances in this
Yeah, there
particular.
is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you pick one, pick any,
Yeah.
but I'm going with Tinkerbell
All right. I'm going with
because
Cheer Chadwick,
not Big Bertha.
not Big Bertha. I'm going with Cheer Chadwick, Rick.
Yeah, that's
And
good.
I love the Cheer Chadwick because, as I said earlier, she is strikingly reminiscent to me of Cher. And you got to remember when when Kirby wrote this and drew this, that was in the heyday of the Sonny and Cher comedy hour.
Hmm. Hmm.
Of course, they got divorced in 1974, and then she had her own show. But those years before and after were those were the sweet spot of Cher, and even like the clothing that Cher Chadwick is wearing is very reminiscent of the
Mm.
southwestern boho style that Cher
Hmm.
was famous for wearing in those times. So
Hmm.
yeah, so Cher Chadwick for the
All right.
win.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it.
I don't know why we don't bring up Cheer Chadwick more. Maybe because she's a sort of a bad person. She's no Donna Maria, you know.
Hmm.
But between Donna Maria and Cheer Chadwick, I would go with Cheer Chadwick. Just saying.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't like the little zesty,
No,
guerrilla fighter.
no,
No?
no.
You afraid she could take you?
Yeah. Makes me a little nervous.
All I know is that we might have a Cheer Chadwick in an upcoming fantasy draft.
Yeah, you don't know. Could be.
Right?
Could be. Could be.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this was fun. Yeah. So come back in a month, and we will do part 4 of Mad Bomb. So that you can look forward to that in episode 286, which comes out April 8th. As I mentioned, don't forget, go to the Facebook group this weekend so you can vote or even suggest your favorite Captain America story to see if it makes it into the Cap Madness bracket. And we look forward to seeing you there. Bob, any final words?
No, my friend. I cannot wait to next week.
All right.
Is it
Uh,
Tuesday yet?
all right. If you don't mind, please rate, review, and subscribe wherever you listen. We really do appreciate that. We love hearing your comments, whether that's on YouTube or Spotify or in Facebook. And we certainly appreciate your 5-star reviews on Apple. And Bob, remind me next time. We have a new one. I want to mention that next time for Apple 5-star.
Look forward to it.
And of course, we also do appreciate, like I said, we're just two working schlubs that do this for fun. So it really we appreciate all those who are patrons of the show. And if you want to support us, you can go to buymeacoffee.com/Cap Comic Fans, and you can sign up there. And for $5 a month, you can be a patron of the show and get a whole bunch of cool perks, including the What Would Cap Do challenge coin. So, for Bob Lucius, I'm Rick Verbanis, and you have been listening to another episode of the Captain America Comic Book Fans Podcast.